Uh, Mr. Kochar, you you are heading a company that was bootstrapped actually. Now
Right.
you made a conversion into uh, a listed company in the field of AI, IoT, and even energy also you got into, right?
Right.
So how do you see that CSR policy can be integrated in that system, not as an add-on or separate investment, but is the integral part of your system? If you can throw a light on that, sir, please.
Yeah. Good evening, all dignitaries. Most of them are senior from me, and I've heard a lot of good things. So, only few things I would like to emphasize on what I mean by CSR. For me, I am not under the boundary of CSR, but still, it is a different way I do it out of my own liking, out of my own liking for the environment, for the people who are around me. Now, what I understand from the CSR is like it has been more like Sir said, it is about numbers and people celebrate numbers. But what I think is it has to be the result. What result we are expecting from that CSR? The planning has to be based on that. And are we really getting those results? So we have to do what we call it reaction action. What reaction we want to get from the society by doing CSR, we take action accordingly. It's not vice versa. Now what is happening is we are taking actions and expecting the reaction to come. But it doesn't happen like this. And when you tell me about integrating this CSR thing into my company, I made it a point that all the people who are working with us, they have a very high standard of life. We recruit around 33% of interns, skill them on our products. We let them know, and I will be happy to tell you that most of our people who got trained from our company, some are there with us, some are in JSL, some are in Tata, some are in TP Studio. I'm very happy for them. So, and giving back to environment, I would say, we are trying to conserve energy. Being an energy company, equipment manufacturing company, integrating AI and IoT into those. So it has been my passion how to save energy. One thing I would like to emphasize is integrating the CSR with environment and climate change. That is going to have a big social impact on the people. Like when we are talking about renewables, where EV charging facilities are required for EV infrastructure to grow, why can't the CSR be a part of creating that EV charging facilities? And people like us will be there to implement. We don't have that much of fund, but we know the technology. We know we have the know-how, and we have the passion to do something. And there is where the large corporates come in and they put their
We have made huge advancement in terms of technology. Probably last 20 years, the kind of advancement that we made is way more than what we made for 1,000 years actually. So rapidly, at the advent of technology changing and advancing, how do you see basically philanthropy as an act?
Now, when I am talking about this data points, what India is creating, how do you decide what to do until you have data points? How you are going to analyze those data? It can take number of years for number of team members to do that, and that might not be correct also. So here, where then artificial intelligence comes in. So, so you can do a lot of things in a very short of a time. I will tell you an example. Like uh, 2 years back, when I was doing planning for my company for a year, no, whether it be financial or functional, operational, so it was taking me 10 to 12 days. Now, with the help of AI and the previous data points, what I have in my company, I am able to do it in 3 hours. So, how did I take that decision? So, that decision making is going to be enabled, and the CSR 3.0, what you just asked, I think it will be a tech enabled so that it can be measured properly and accountability can be done. So, that is what I think it's going to be like that.